Hey y'all, how y'all doing this afternoon? Hey Chakra King. Hey Lipstick Lady. Hey Water Sniper. Hey TJ. How you guys doing? I hope y'all had a really good weekend. I know I did. It was kind of wet around here, so I just pretty much for the most part stayed in the house. I did have to go out a couple of times. So, hey Castro, how you doing? How you doing, Castro? I hope you're doing okay. I hope you're doing okay, Castro. Hey Foxy, how you doing? Hey little mama. Little mama Obama. Well, okay. But anyway, guys, I just want to hop on. But like I said, I hope you guys had a real enjoyable weekend, relaxing anyway. I wanted to hop on and talk about some things that I had recapped from the weekend or ending with last week, right? So child, let's get into it, right? So as I'm sifting through the YouTube streets, um the first thing I saw was Kwani and Sean Bradley into it, right? And I'm like, wait, what? I thought she was the I'm glad to hear that, Castro. So hey View. So now she's not the guard dog for Sean Bradley anymore, since Sean Bradley was on Duchess Kelly Love the Kelly Love panel saying she wasn't a queen and all this and all that. See, that's what you get for being a fag hag. It never goes well. But moving right along, I saw that. I got a good little kiki out of that. But hey, it is what it is, right? Anyway, just had to put that out there. And so yeah. Um, next thing I saw was well, everybody's been talking about all weekend long. Hey EJ, everybody's been y'all please hit the like button, okay? So all weekend long, everybody had been talking about the main event, right? And so the main event was the Meek Mob girl having a fight, an alleged fight or whatever you want to call it, with the cooling chick, right? And so I at first I didn't know if it was real or not, because people's like, well, we didn't see the actual fight. We saw, the phones on the ground and all this and all that, right? But then after that, the pictures came out of the evidently the Mink Mob girl's hand got bit and the cooling lady's hair got pulled out. And I'm thinking, oh my God, the first thing I was thinking was, if these people actually had a fight, why? Why in the world are you grown women having an argument, right? No, no, to the point to where you want to actually pull up at somebody's house, right? This is what I'm thinking at first. And I'm thinking, are they for real? Like, you really went to somebody's house to fight them like you a teenager? Aren't they mommies? Like, ugh. But anyway, so distasteful. Not very cool. So anyway, uh, I heard at one point in time that because y'all know me, I'm gonna try to get to the bottom of it before I do the commentary, right? So I heard at one point in time that it was a guy that stirred the pot, right? That hyped them up, to hyped them up to fight, right? And so the guy that they said hyped them up to fight was on Kimmy's panel yesterday, and that's what it's leading up to Kimmy's panel, right? And that's right, Chad. I got questions, EJ. I got questions. Okay, I got questions. The first question I got is, how in the world these grown women let somebody hype them up to fight? Number two is why they were fighting at all and they are adults. Okay, hey Demetri, how you doing? Number two is, I don't understand why they were fighting at all. They are grown, they are adults, right? So okay, so I heard that the cooling chick got in her car and, hey the sassy show, hey lovely, got in her car and went to the Mink Mob woman's house, right? Now, in the first place, yo, yeah, you're right, EJ. I'm gonna get back around to that. In the first place, um, I was always taught that you never go to somebody's house, right? Thank you, Demetri. You never go to somebody's house to fight them, right? You don't never know what somebody got at their house. That right there tells me that the cooling chick is not very smart, right? So she goes to the girl's house for whatever reason. And I heard that at one point in time, they were saying, and VS was upset about the fact that they were saying that VS gave the cam money to pay the cooling chick to drive to the meet. Now, y'all know I really don't know a whole lot about these people, but I was interested in this, right? Because I'm thinking, what? Do y'all realize what's going on here for real? You know what I mean? Gave the cooling chick money to go fight the mink mob chick, right? And I'm like, wow, really? That's what we're doing, right? And I heard Kimmy's video, I didn't understand what was behind that, right? And I'm like, oh, okay. So let's go back to the fact that she actually drove to this woman's house. Like, clearly they must know each other, or they've had dealings with one another for some time. For the cooling chick to feel like nothing was gonna really happen to her when she pulled up at the mink mob's chick house, right? Because let me tell you something. You don't never know what's gonna happen to somebody if you pull up to their house. Now, in the state of Tennessee, we have stand your ground laws, right? Now, there are very specific laws, but nevertheless, we have stand your ground laws, right? I wish a MF would pull up to my house with some nonsense like that. Okay. I I I don't I'm just saying. That's so that let me know right there that she know nothing really was gonna happen to her, right? Cause you can't you can't do that to everybody. I don't play like that. I'm sure a lot of y'all don't play like that because that was just ridiculous to me. Like, you are a mother and you pulling up at somebody's house to fight. Really? This is what we doing? What are you teaching your children? Huh? But anyway, moving right along. Everybody got the right to do what they want to do. Hey, Claude. Hey, Creole Butterfly. So I'm just saying, like, you can't do everybody like that. But okay, girl. Okay, you got it. You went over to her house. So it goes over to the girl's house, and people were saying the girl sat down on the ground, and then they actually did have a scuffle or whatever. Then people were wondering what the girl's face looked like. For what I saw yesterday, the girl's face looked fine. She didn't have a black eye or anything, but she showed her hand where, now this is another thing I don't understand. She showed her hand where the cooling lady had actually bit her on the hand and tore the skin. Now, the first thing I said about that in my mind was like, ugh, okay, so you actually had your mouth on somebody's body part. Okay? Bit down to the point where you broke skin on another human being. Okay? Like you a dog with 4 legs. But okay, right? And so then I thought, and then I said to myself, I hope the meat mob lady went and got a tetanus shot, right? Because we know when it comes to the human mouth, our mouth has more bacteria and germs in it than an actual 4-legged dog's mouth, right? So seeing as how the girl showed her hand and it looked swollen, I hope she went to get a tetanus shot because, oh my God, right? And in the state of Tennessee, you can get charged with assault when you do something like that. Okay? That is assault. Here. It's called assault. Right? Why? I'm trying to figure out, so why this grown woman put her mouth on another woman's hand? Like, you ain't worried about germs? Like, I mean, she was already outside. Like, what if she used the bathroom before she came outside and didn't wash her hands? Like, when she was sitting on the ground, what if she touched the concrete? Now, y'all know every valve thing in the world is on concrete, right? Like outside, right? I'm like, ugh. Like, did you consider what was going into your mouth? Like, is your tongue now green? Like, what? I'm like, ugh. Okay, because I'm real germ phobic, and so it was just a lot, right? Just like the fact, and then when you broke the skin, like some of her skin between your teeth, like I'm like I just really got stuck. Like I said, I'm a germaphobe to a certain degree, and I just really got stuck on the fact that. And did some of her blood like get into your mouth? Like what? What was really going on here? Ew, ew, ew. But anyway, I could be over there for the whole hour. I'm gonna move. I'm gonna scoot. Let me push that on the side of my brain. But I really got stuck on that right there because it was absolutely gross to me. I just do not understand that. As an adult, why in the world ugh, would you put your mouth on anybody? I'm like, oh my God, is she okay? Girl. But anyway, right on. So that was another question I asked, right? So the videos were coming out, people were doing commentary on it. Pictures came out. She had the girl's hair in her hands. She showed the bite mark and fingernails was broken and all of this. Now that you thought it, I wasn't even thinking about right, water sniper. I'm like, oh my God. Just the I'm like, no, come on. And do you kiss your children with that mouth? Like, y'all see where I'm going with that? That's why I had to put that to the side of my brain because I could have got stuck on it. That is the same mouth that you kiss your children on the forehead with, right? Ew. Said they asked Coolin why she bite. Why she bite? She said because she can. Well, yeah, you can. Just because you can. Yeah, I mean that's what you wanted to do. It is your mouth. You can do with it what you please, but it's absolutely disgusting to do that. Okay? Disgusting. And yes, you do have the right to be as disgusting as you want to be. People do a lot of vile, disgusting, disturbing things to people in this world. And so, hey, to each his own, but it's disgusting. But anyway. And did you have a piece of her skin between your teeth? Like, did you check? Like, did you gargle with Listerines afterwards? I'm just trying to figure out how it went down in our mind. Ew. But anyway, let me move past it, y'all. I'm gonna get stuck with the disgusting part of it all. Okay, so move right on. I'm gonna get that vision out of my head. Okay, so after they had their little kerfuffle or whatever, and people was coming out with the commentary and all this and all that, right? So y'all please hit the like button. So some kind of way, people were saying, okay, they were saying the mink girl got beat up, right? And I guess they were praising the cooling girl or whatever for going over there. Like I said, they are both adults. And you got a right to do what you want to do because but you have to consider as adults why this even went down in the first place, right? So I don't praise either one of them. I feel like it was a bad look, and it says a lot about you that you would like that both of y'all would do something like that. Especially since I believe you done been hyped up off of YouTube. But now at the end of the day, whether you hyped up or not, you are still an adult and you're responsible for your own actions, right? So, right, Cloud, I absolutely agree. You're still responsible for your own actions. We shouldn't even be having a conversation about responsibility and accountability when it comes to adults engaging in activity like this. Okay? It's unfortunate. And where is your mindset behind the whole thing? Have you become so immersed in YouTube that this is what grown mothers of children have resorted to doing? Like you could have been cooling the cooling lady. She could have not been around today for her children because somebody hyped her up. Well, she allowed herself to do something like this, right? It's like I said, you can't play with everybody. All right. So she had to know the girl really wasn't gonna do nothing to her for real. Hopefully, she knew that before she went over there. But girl, you can't play with everybody. And you don't know, we'll never know when somebody's having a bad day while you rolling up to their house. I'm just saying. So anyway, they went on and did all of that. So I heard everybody. I seen some. I heard that people were dragging the Mink Mob girl, and I don't understand why they was was they dragging the Mink Mob girl because she is less liked than the Cooling chick? Is that why they were dragging the Mink Mob girls? As opposed to the Cooling chick that was the aggressor? Because she was the aggressor, right? Now, me saying that she was aggressor also leads me to the point to where I forget, because it was just so much, y'all. So then the police conversation comes into play, right? Now, mind you, the Cooling chick is the one that went to the girl's house, which means she's the aggressor, okay? The Mink Mob chick got a bite mark on her hand, which means she's been assaulted, right? A visible bite mark, right? But then they said the Cooling chick is the one that called the police. And I'm thinking, hold on, wait a minute. Is that what the deal is? They like Cooling and not Mink? Okay. I don't know either one of them. The only reason why I'm talking about this is because there's a common denominator here, and I ain't even got to the common denominator yet, but I'm getting to it, right? I just want to give y'all a rundown on how this is working in my brain. You see what I'm saying? There's been a lot of videos, a lot of theories. This is how it went down in my head, right? These are my thoughts on it, right? So, but the Cooling chick, which is the aggressor, and the one that's assaulted the girl at her own home, is the one that then calls the police? Allegedly. I don't know. Can y'all confirm or deny if she actually did that? Because that don't make sense to me. Because the Cooling chick, the Mink Mob chick, said that she wasn't calling the police. And I also heard her say that they were on purpose trying to get her locked up or something. I heard that, right? So, but my thing, yeah, allegedly, right? So, why would the Cooling chick call the police if she's the one that went to the Mink Mob girl's house and she actually inflicted bodily harm to the Mink Mob chick? So, why would she then call the police? And the Mink Mob chick said she wasn't calling the dang on police. And she's the one that's been a crime that's been committed against her. The crime that was committed against the Mink Mob chick was the fact that the girl put up at her house, number one, and she caused bodily harm to her because she bit her and she broke her skin. Okay? So, yeah, I'm confused as to why the Cooling chick would call the police first. Cooling drove an hour to Mink's home. I heard that Cooling asked the neighbor to call the cops. Why? Why did Cooling ask the neighbor to call the cops when Cooling was the one should have been out there because she's the aggressor? Mink said in her live this morning she failed on Cooling because she found out Cooling was paid to fight her. Wow. Oh, so the Mink Mob. So now, okay. So I'm glad you mentioned that. I'm gonna keep that. Let me put this up here so I won't forget to talk about that right there, because that's gonna lead me to Kimmy's panel, right? Miss O, did you hear about the two cousins that pulled up to their own cousins to fight? Daughter ended up with them. People don't play. Yeah, people don't play about pull-ups. I was never. That's ridiculous to me. Going to somebody's house, that's in general. It's ridiculous. Like, it don't make sense. Like, because Mink took her phone. Well, I mean, did she snatch the phone out of the girl's hand? Did the Cooling lady drop the phone? Like, what? How did Mink steal her phone? Did she snatch it out of her hand, or did she pick it up after the fight? So did she steal her phone, or did she just simply pick it up from the ground or something? Because see, there's a difference in my mind. Now, see, if it was me, I'd have stomped her phone in the ground. She wouldn't have had to worry about it. Okay. She wouldn't worry about a whole bunch of stuff if it was me. But anyway, it's not me. Move right along. It makes me think it's not real. I was thinking it wasn't real either until I saw that video yesterday. Let's talk about Kimmy's panel, right? So, but let me read this first. Mink said in her live this morning, she found on Coolin because she found out Coolin was paid to fight her. Now, on Kimmy's panel yesterday, Kimmy was doing her commentary yesterday. I don't know how Kimmy be walking up on these good ass lives, but she ain't asking these people to come on. She is going live on Sunday and she is firing up the live stream and the stuff is just going down on her channel, right? And so, okay, good for her. Like for real. So, and that's not even, it wasn't even orchestrated, right? So Penny, what is her name? Kimmy does her thing yesterday, right? She fires up the live stream, right? First, she get on there talking about about Brianna, dragging Brianna, because Brianna said she don't care about her dog dying or something like that, right? So I got a good little kiki after that. I should wish you would do better. You can't. Hey, Kimmy, girl, just be happy until you don't, girl. I really got a good kiki, a laugh out loud when I heard you dragging the dog doo-doo out of Brianna. I'm like, okay, do your thing. I got my whole life. And I don't even understand how people is going around really thinking that the girl is in the gym, but I'm not going to get sidetracked on that either. I'm going to stay on focus on today. Okay? I'm not going to do this, but anyway. Well, Mia S., I wouldn't say as a people, and even as women of color, because all women of color, all black women don't go around acting like this. These are adults. So I'm not going to put that on the totality of black women in general, because like, take me for instance. Never would I ever do something so stupid like that. And never would I ever get sent out by people that I really don't know to do something like that. So let me get back to Kimmy's panel, right? So, like I said, the stuff just be happening on Kimmy's panel. It don't even be set up. She showed a picture of herself standing in the gym. Did she show a video of her actually working out? Have y'all seen that? But anyway, no right long. Maybe Jim is code word for McDonald's. Ain't no telling. But I seriously doubt that she in the gym doing all that stuff she said she was doing. It's just that she don't, she takes it to heart when people call her fat or whatever. So is she actually doing something about it, or did she just telling her people? And people treat people's mouth like prayer books around here, and they believe in that crap, right? But she the first one to get on here and make a fat joke or say something about somebody. Now I don't know why she do that, but she do. But anyway, let me focus. So eventually, I don't know who hit I think VS hit Kimmy's panel first, right? So she's on there talking about, what went down. She's very invested, right? Now I had to go back and listen to this certain little part twice, right? When it comes to the setup thing, right? Now I don't know if she now the dude Cam gets up there, right? And Kimmy asked him, I think Kimmy said something like, well, I heard that VS gave you money to give to Coolin for Coolin to go to the Mink Mob's lady has to fight her, right? Is that how you worded that, Kimmy? This is just me, right? So the Cam guy says no, right? So then another conversation at one point happens. I don't know if I'm doing that. I'm probably doing it out of order, right? But Kimmy at one point in time tells VS about what was said about her possibly paying the Coolin chick to go fight the Mink Mob chick, right? Okay, thank you, Kimmy. And then VS gets mad at Kimmy and try to throw up in Kimmy's face, okay, that they were saying that, which was debunked, which we know now is not true, right? That Kimmy paid the what is her name, China White, to go take the video of Brianna walking out the restaurant with the food, right? Well, like Kimmy said, it was easily debunked. China White is not even in that state, and I would never have, and she would never let anybody basically send her after do something like that anyway. But she threw that up to her face being petty because she got mad of the question that Kimmy asked her. And the reason why I had to go back and listen to it more than one time is because you know that quote when they say a hit dog, a holler, and all this and all that, right? So I'm thinking, okay, why do you get real agitated with what Kimmy asked you? Because she was just asking you about what everybody was going around saying, right? And I'm thinking, well, if you didn't pay the cooling chick to go to the Mink Mob's chick to fight her, you definitely was in her ear, right? And so she goes on to have a problem with how many videos what is the girl name, the Mink Mob chick has made against her. I'm talking about VS. But then Kimmy says, well, don't you be on other platforms, talking about the Mink Mob chick? So you ain't did no videos on her, but you done been to other places talking about her, Cause see, let me tell y'all something on the side. These are the most unbothered hoes I ever seen in my life in this sector, right? And VS is one of them. So come to find out, so here's my analogy of the whole thing, right? After watching that video and listening to it twice, Colin, did you let VS manipulate you into going to the Mink Mob's house to fight her? Because VS evidently is very pissed off because Mink Mob did a video talking about the IHOP gate. So since she didn't appreciate you talking about the IHOP gate and rehashing the situation, which people have been talking about, since it happened, it's just like a lot of people are new. You know what I mean? And seeing as how y'all go back and forth, of course the girl gonna be petty and bring it back up, right? It's been talked about ever since you did it. If you didn't want it talked about, VS, then you shouldn't have done it. Okay? So now because you pissed off that the Mink Mob, because you wasn't her and Mink Mob friends at first? At one point in time? Well, we know that nobody can actually ever be VS friend for real. You know what I mean? Oh, well, now they did say the cooling chick and the VS chick and VS fell out, right? But my thing is, clearly there's been some conversation about something in the background, and you can tell that by the way that VS was talking, right? Because now it sounded to me like maybe you didn't pay her money, but you was in her ear about something, or you led it to her. And Cooling is a fool if she allowed that to happen, because you let a cat piss crazy demon talk you into a situation that couldn't have gotten you unalive. Okay? I'll call she mad at Mink Mob because Mink Mob did videos about the IHOP gate, which everybody been talking about since it happened 3 years ago. But you wanted to one up the Mink Mob because you were so happy that Cooling went over there and did what she did. You kept saying, okay, Kimmy, you talking about her face, but what about her hand? Bitch, what you mean, what about her hand? Her face ain't messed, and evidently, I don't mean no harm, but neither one of them can really fight. I didn't see no blood on the pictures. I didn't see no swole eyes or nothing. Nothing. So some kind of way, you manipulate to see this is what demons do. And if you gullible, like this Cooling person is, clearly, you'll fall for some crap like that. However it went down in the background. You pretty much on Kimmy's Pound of VS let us know that you had something to do in the background with the whole situation. Because you was too invested in the situation. Okay? And come to find out you was invested in that situation because you want to pay Mink Mob back for doing content about the IHOP gate. Now, when you're talking about accountability, you have to take accountability for that. Because you didn't have to take your ass over there and do that 3 years ago. So what you want, since Mink Mob was talking about it and y'all fell out. So, and here's another thing, is what VS is now going through with Mink Mob. Is Mink Mob the new Fi Babe? I'm just saying, as far as VS is concerned. Okay? Now we know that she won't spar with Fi Babe. But you're doing all this spiteful, dirty stuff to Mink Mob, right? But you supposed to have been paying your paying, change your ways and all this and all that fake ass shit. Like I told y'all last week, the bitch just want to get back on here and try to ride roughshod over people like she did before. So you don't manipulate the cooling chick, in my mind, some kind of way. Or maybe you did pay her. I don't know. We'll never know what happened in the background for real. Yeah, I feel like she instigated the whole thing. Like I really do. Because the way that she was on Kimmy's panel yesterday told me that the bitch instigated the whole goddamn thing. But as two grown women, Coolin and Meek Mob, y'all shouldn't have let this demon manipulate y'all or instigate anything with y'all. Because at the end of the day, y'all are the only ones that did this shit, and y'all are both mothers. But if you're going to let somebody on YouTube that you really don't even know manipulate you into this bull crap, then you deserve what you get at the end of the freaking day. So old girl's up there gloating, and then she brings up the fact that the Mink Mob chick talked about the IHOP gate and blah, 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 blah. She felt the way at Kimmy when Kimmy asked what I thought was an unbiased question, because that is what was going around. She felt the way about that. Okay. Then she starts going back and forth with the Mink Mob chick. And that is how we found out that, yes, bitch, you're really bothered. Okay? You're really bothered. That's why you manipulated some kind of way the cooler chick to go to the Mink Mob chick house in the first place. Okay? Then you want to make it seem like it was more than it was. And saying, okay, her face looked fine. Well, but what about her hand? I done got what I wanted. You got what you wanted by getting that girl to go over there and try to fight her? Because that's what you wanted, right? And you want the cooling chick to get in contact with the law, because what you want the Mink Mob chick to get locked up for fighting like you got locked up for fighting, but the cooling chick is the aggressor in the situation. So you telling her, you hyping her up to go to the police when she the one went to that girl's house. Okay? Kimmy better watch VS. Kingly, VS, and Bree are always working together behind. Look, I don't put nothing past none of them. Okay? But you make a good point. I don't put nothing past none of them. I know she felt the way about Kimmy asking her that question. That's why she tried to throw Brianna up to Kimmy's face. I was like, oh, interesting. Okay. Because, yeah, I did too, Rhonda, because Kimmy was like, well, let's talk about it. And then VS was like, well, yeah, let's talk about it. And Kimmy was like, let's talk about it. In the discussion. Now, later on, the China White chick came up her and it was like, why would you even bring that up? That's real petty. And she was right. It was real petty. Like, why would you even bring that up? Like, why is that even, like, that's a shot. That's a cheap shot. But we know the chick known for her cheap shots. Okay? Mm-hmm. They sure do, Samara. Mm-hmm. Mm. Oh, what? Let me read this. This paper says the way she jumped on Coolin's panel after it happened, rubbing her hands together. Oh, yeah, I didn't even know that happened. Wow. But I believe it. She was rubbing her hands together. They'll let you know, too. Thanks for saying that, Miss Playful. I didn't know that. They'll let you know that she was behind the whole thing. Y'all two grown women, or the Coolin, you let one grown woman manipulate you into a situation to where you could have got harmed, like seriously harmed. Coolin didn't have her phone, so she couldn't call the police. Well, she shouldn't have been worried about calling them in the first place since she went to the girl house. She should, Biggie Fate should write about. She is mental. And they let that madness, that cat piss crazy demon manipulate them into a situation like this. Okay? It's funny how everything always centers around VS. Both of the women are grown. Oh, no. You must have just came in, Camille E. We were talking about accountability, and like I said, at the end of the day, they are grown women. They did it because they wanted to do it at the end of the day. But Coolin is a fool if she let VS manipulate her in any kind of way. Coolin, Cam, the Mahaya guy, whoever else. You're a grown woman, and it is on you what you do at the end of the day. Don't get it twisted, bitch. Don't come here and try to rewrite history on me. Don't do that. Okay? Now you come here and listen. Anyway, and so Cooling, you ought to feel ashamed of yourself for feeding into that stuff. Okay. Mink Mob, girl, look, you ought to feel ashamed of yourself for feeding into it to the point to where you are allowing people to come to your home and walk away scot-free. Okay? Because see, one day somebody could come to your home, Mink Mob, and really do something to you for real. Because you let that chick walk away unscathed from your home. And then you got this other chick in the background really just trying to pay you back. And that's what it sounds like to me. At the end of the day, VS is the one that's got the problem with the Mink Mob. Okay? Cooling just got hyped up because she weak-minded. Okay? But that's on her. She's still grown. Whoa, tone it down. I didn't respect you. No, you tone it down. Don't try to correct me in my chat, bitch. The next time you do, I'm going to block you. Okay? This is my chat. You don't tell me what the fuck to tone and not to tone that. Bitch, who the fuck do you think you are? Did you think this was a democracy around here on my goddamn channel? Bitch, you confused? Huh? Anyway, move right along. To be fair, I think Cooling said she ought to be very embarrassed. Both of them ought to be very embarrassed. Okay? The cat piss crazy demon ain't gonna be embarrassed because she shut the shit up. Okay? But she ought to be embarrassed by wanting to recreate the shit because you felt away because the Mink Mob chick was talking about some shit that you did, bitch, that you don't want to hold accountability for. Because you didn't have to take your ass to that place, that situation that had to happen 3 years ago. Okay? But like you said yourself, nobody could have stopped you from doing it because you was gonna do it. Okay? And none of you hoes can't fight if we being technical. Okay? Because what you should have did, VS, if you wanted some clap behind that shit, bitch, is grab the bitch from the table. You let her walk out the door, you got behind her, then you fought a bitch. No, bitch. If somebody walking up on me like that, I'm grabbing her over across the end of the table, bitch. Seeing as how you was gonna go to fuck to jail anyway with your dumb ass. Moving right along. After it was Cam and VS welcomed Cooling on the panel, and VS said, now you can be a rebuker. Wow. So she did send her out. She allowed herself to be sent out. Child, I think Cooling didn't show up from the first. I think Cooling didn't show up from the first time. I don't know what that means. If you came to my house, period. I wish a motherfucker would. I don't give a fuck what demon these motherfuckers got talking in their goddamn head. I wish a motherfucker would. Okay? I'm just saying. Clearly, you can't play with everybody. But I feel unsafe for that Mink Mob chick because she let something like that. She let something like that slide. I feel unsafe for her. Like I really do. You cannot be that passive in this world. Okay? People do really bad things to people in this world, right? Especially when you're dealing with a bunch of crazy motherfuckers on the internet. All right? Y'all hit the like button, please. During Cooling was into it before. Did they have they had a fight before? Because we all argue on this internet thing, but have they been in each other's presence before as well? I don't like I said, I don't know the history behind these people, so I'm just calling this the way that I see, the way that I feel what happened as it pertains to what I had, what I felt in this situation right here, right? She brought a hammer but didn't use it. She should have used it. I'd have bashed that bitch's skull into the white meat, bitch. Okay? Period. They met up before but didn't fight. Well, maybe that's why she felt comfortable coming to the girl's home. But like I said, that girl could have been in a bad mood that day. You've been in a bad mood. She could have been in a bad mood. You don't ever know what's going through somebody's head. And you're a mother. Y'all both mothers, but I mean, really? Y'all grown. And y'all gonna let a demon just put that kind of toxic energy on y'all like that? Shame on both of y'all. Like, I don't expect nothing less from a cat piss crazy demon. And I don't really know y'all like that because I don't follow these people. But this situation right here was so just, ugh. You know, made me fall out the class. I was giggling every time you say cat. It's the truth. It's the truth, Peach Fuzz. Mm-hmm. Both of them were clout chasing. Somebody could have got hurt. I don't know if they were clout chasing. Yeah, definitely clout chasing, but also it was something else. It's ego boosting. It's clicks and views, that too. I mean, but damn, you're gonna do something like that for a click and a view? You're gonna put your life in harm's way for a click and a view? And to get a pat on the head from a cat piss crazy demon? Or whatever the hell else is going on? You put your mouth on somebody and broke somebody's skin like you was a dog, an animal. Okay? Then the other chick looks real weak for not busting her in the head to the white meat with that hammer if she did in fact have a hammer with her. Okay? Well, ain't the meat chick on some kind of, she got like ADHD or something, like some kind of mental issue going on. I mean, they clearly all have mental issues, but maybe she's a little further gone than the rest of them. Child, I don't know. They all unhinged to me, Miss Playful. Like, honestly, they all unhinged to me. Mm-mm. You think she's still in shock? Ain't no telling, child. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. And they say she told her to come. Now, whether she told the cooling chick to come or not, if the mink person was a different type of person, and she would have told the cooling chick to come, and the cooling chick would have came, if she was a different type of person, she would have told her to come for a reason. Do you see what I'm saying? Uh-huh. I'm just gonna leave it right there. Mia S said, but VS be saying she gonna do something different, but she's not. She's not. Yeah, same place, different folks. Right. She just moving a little different, but we see VS like she's truly, a tick for tat jealous. Yes, yeah. That's why I said these are some of the most unbothered people that I have ever seen in my whole fucking life. Because clearly she felt a way about Kimmy's video yesterday. And then let's forward to the just stupid shit, right? So I really just wanted to tell y'all what I think about that whole situation. Was a shit show. It was absolutely unnecessary. These are adults. Why in the hell is y'all acting like y'all in fucking high school or something? Going to somebody's house, putting your mouth on somebody, even acting like even if you didn't fight, if you was acting like you was gonna fight for something that's going on YouTube. Like, mental illness is real, okay? Demon energy is real, okay? All because a cat piss crazy ass demon felt away. I guess maybe she felt like the mink mob chick one upped her by talking about what happened with the IHOP gate thing, but everybody been talking about it since it happened. The bitch shouldn't have done it in the first place, and it would be nothing for nobody to talk about, okay? That's called accountability as well. Let's talk about it. Because she was overly grown when that happened 3 years ago as well. Okay. Biggie says VS is mad because Mink gave Five that audio of her, and Five is now using it for the intro. Oh, did she really? The Mink mob chick did that? Oh, then she's upset about several reasons. She's got a vendetta against the Mink mob chick now, right? And so Mink, if this demon got a vendetta against you, child, you're not that mentally sound, you should just back up and leave it alone. Because you don't have to keep going back and forth with her. You can just not deal with her. Okay? Because if you guys notice, when things get really popped up, when people truly have vendettas against people, they are the most mentally ill people on here. Okay? Because they're taking the shit to heart, you know. They said, but Miss O, like you said, VS trying to run over people. She thinks it's 3 years ago, and these chicks on YT got the same energy VS got. Right, right. They want to smoke. Yeah, they clearly they want to smoke over there in that sector where she's harassing them at. Yeah, now, yeah, I would agree with that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Y'all smoke. But before that, VS went on Mink panel, and VS wasn't welcome, and VS was protecting Mink and her lives. But now they done fell out though. On top of all that, Kiki was going live every 20 minutes the whole weekend drunk. Oh my God. Now I heard a little bit of Jay Wilson, and I didn't see the video, but did she really do like a dope nod, or did she drunk black out online? And people were he said people were calling her trying to wake her up, and she was online, but she had passed out from either alcohol or drugs or maybe both. I'm thinking, girl, that's not a good look either. Hey, Seven. Child. No, I heard I heard people mentioning the messages between the two Kikis or whatever. That man is married. Anything he telling any helper on a text message, he don't mean that shit. So it don't even matter. Drunk sleep, and she was live showing her lady. Oh wow. Yeah, Jay Wilson said she was snoring loud and everything. That's not a very good look. Like, you blacked out on camera. Wow. 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 You might want to get some help. Just a thought, not my world. Just saying. Okay. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm, mm. But anyway, on the side, I didn't see it either, Stephanie, but I did hear Jay Wilson talking about it this morning. I heard him talking about it. Okay. Well, let's move on to to something a little lighter. But like I said, I really did. I wanted to tell y'all what I thought about that whole hot mess of a fight or what. That whole thing was just unfortunate. Okay, like seriously, right? So, but also on Kimmy's video, like I said, Kimmy don't be orchestrating this shit. It just be falling into her lap, right? I don't know how it be falling into her lap, but it be falling into her lap. So, as in the process of the Mink Mob chick and VS arguing, it comes up to where they're gonna show the body. Now, I don't know who said, I don't know if who said they're gonna show their body first against the other body, but at one point in time, VS pulls over to the. No, I think the Mink Mob brought it up first, right? About showing her body against VS. Oh, because VS was calling her fat. VS was calling her fat, and she was like, "Bitch, I ain't fat. I'm a cam up right now." I think that's how that started, right? If Mink said that she won, why is she pressing charges now? I don't think Mink said that she won. Who said that? Trey says, yeah, I had to agree with VS because that girl came. I don't agree with VS on nothing. Coolman shouldn't have went to her damn house. Okay? And nobody didn't win because they all look foolish. These are adults. Nobody won. Okay? This is not high school. Nobody won. You want to make yourself look like a complete idiot. An idiot. These are adults with children. All of them. Don't make no damn sense. It's real ignorant. Ugh. But anyway, so day class say at the end of the freaking day. Okay? I'm just saying. But anyway, so I think the Mink chick, she said she ain't fat and she gonna come on camera, right? Something, right? Girl is unhinged and she was crying on Pizza Panel about cooling. I'm like, oh, you are crying. I mean, you know, like I said, mental illness reigns supreme. But it's their world. So neither one of them shouldn't allow themselves to be sent out to the point to where they're gonna act like that, but mental illness is real. Okay. So VS pulls the car over on this Kimmy Live, right? Pulls the car over and jumps out the car to prove that she's not fat. She's got the body. She's got the body. So she jumped out that car, honey, pull over, and she walked down that sidewalk with that striped jumpsuit on, child, and did her little twirl or whatever, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Okay. Well, now y'all talking about once the mink chick said she didn't even want to call the police first. Whether she got once or not. She didn't want to call the police first. The aggressor called the police first. Okay? Well, Mink said she had to get her clothes on, but anyway, so she gets out the car, she did her twirl, and then she got back in the car, right? Now, it took Mink a little bit minute. I didn't think the girl was going to come on camera. I thought she was procrastinating. I was like, well, is VS telling the truth about her? Is she, and ain't nothing wrong with being fat, you know, but is she like not wanting to show her body for whatever reason, right? So then Mink finally pops on camera, and I think the girl got a nice body. She not fat. She looked real nice to me. What was wrong with the way she was looking? She not fat. She had a cute little outfit on. Well, I didn't see what was wrong with that. I thought she had a cute little body. I sure do. As opposed to looking like a light pole. You know. Now see that's why I guess, you know, like, you know, I prefer, if I had to choose one over the other, I would choose seeing as how it was a contest, I liked the Mink Mob girl's body over VS's body. Because VS don't have no hips and she don't have no ass. And I didn't understand why she jumped out the car like that. Like, for what? And then, after the Mink girl showed her the cute little outfit or whatever, then VS comes back on camera in her underclothes. Now, why she came home, she must have zoomed home, ran through the door, and looked like she pulled off her, what is the thing she had, the jumpsuit, and went into the bathroom and cammed up with mismatching underwear. And I'm like, for what? At least when you was showing yourself in the stripes, you didn't look so bad. But then you go pulls off your clothes like you got hips and ass, and you don't. You do not. And then they said she was about 6 feet tall, and I'm thinking, girl, you look like a boy in a jumpsuit, number one. And why you calling a Mink chick fat when she got a body? That's how bodies look that are not stick figures. She is not fat. She has a body. So, I was trying to see what she was fat at. Didn't make sense to me. I mean, her outfit was up to date. Okay, she looked cute to me. But then the girl, like I said, come home and throw off her. I guess she came running through the door, busting through the door, taking off her jumpsuit now, her pinstripe jumpsuit, and went to the bathroom and cammed up with Mitch Mac underwear. I was like, oh my God, why? Why? And yeah, what is up with the underwears? I'm like, oh my God. You couldn't have put on a cute little surely you got some grown woman undergarments, right? Like, she don't have grown woman undergarments. Like, if you was gonna show everybody your underwear, you should have went in the room and put on a cute set. You know, like we all got. It looked like she had on period panties. Like us women, you know, we all got period panties, right? The period, if you don't know what the period panties is, it's the panties that you wear when you don't want to mess up your nice underwear when you're on your menstruals, right? It looked like she had a pair of period panties on. And then the bra she had on was strapless and one boob was hanging lower than the other boob. And I'm thinking, girl, but you always on here trying to talk about somebody's body. You look like a whole stick figure. You look like yet another if I was a boy. You another one of them bitches. One of them if I was a boy looking bitches. Okay, you look like a whole man in a jumpsuit. Then you come online with take off your clothes with mismatching undergarments. looking like you got on granny panties or period panties, and do another walkabout. And I'm thinking, why? But okay, that's just me. That's just me. You know, I'm just saying. But as far, but as far as the who won the body contest, to me the Meat Mob chick won the body contest because I like her body type better. She got hips, she got ass, she got boobs. She's proportioned very well. So, and then plus she don't like she Amazon. Like you don't look the cat piss crazy demon. She don't look feminine at all. Like, where are your curves, girl? You know, where are your curves? And then who the hell want the only thing around here they say the only thing want a bone is a dog. Okay, so yeah, take with that what you will. So yeah, I'm just saying. But she invited the girl to come up, and the girl cammed up. And I think people are saying something about some kind of surgery that she's supposed to had, because they know the girl look cute, and so maybe that's why they're saying that. You know, but if you know you ain't got it like it, and you bragging about you all natural, okay, I'm all natural too. But I'm all natural. I still got hips, and I got ass, and I got titties. Okay. And when I go down to my underwear, you can still see my hips, my ass, and my titties. I don't look like a stick figure. It's these stick figures around here that be killing me. Love to call a motherfucker fat. You know why they call people fat? Because they're jealous because they're not fat in the right spots. That is the reason why. You have no hips. You have no ass. And like you talk like a man, like, but okay. But she was cute to me. I don't have no problem with the. I don't have. This is just what I see about both of them. She looked just fine to me. She ain't fat. She wasn't fat. That girl is not fat. I'm sorry. She is not fat. VS called the girl fat. The girl cammed up and showed the fact that she was not fat. She's not fat. You know. I'm just saying. That's how I feel about it. The girl ain't fat. She got a cute little body type to me. And like I said, she don't look like some big, tall, uneven Amazon. So yeah. You know, she looks feminine. So that's the way I see it. But anyway, that's just me. So I thought that was a good little kiki right there. I thought that was very interesting. And so yeah, you know, so yeah. But honestly, even for y'all to feel like y'all had to get over there and prove something to one another about the body type, even that was really day class A. Like seriously. Even that was day class A. Y'all have got to get a grip on reality. I mean, my God. I mean, like, really? This what y'all doing? But y'all some unbothered hoes, let y'all tell it, right? Like I said, I'm gonna have to change the title to my video. Because these are the most bothered, unbothered hoes on the planet I ever seen in my life. Okay? Who is this under new management? Who is that? And you're not blocked because I can see your comment. But anyway, whatever body type you like, that's the one you like. You know, that's just the one I prefer. That's just the one I prefer. Hey, RNY TV. But those are just a couple of the items that I want to mention. Was there something else? But that live, like I said, Kimmy pop on Sunday, honey, and tear the whole club up. She said I'm gonna eat my cornbread. I eat my cornbread every other day as soon as I make some. Uh huh. Uh huh. Oh, she over there mad. You know they be touching their spirit about my commentary. This is just my commentary. Just like everybody else. She don't put no fear in my motherfucking heart in the first goddamn place. I don't give a fuck about that bitch. Now you go over there and tell VS I said that. And I ain't say nothing about no more cornbread. You tell that bitch I said I don't give a fuck about her. Cause bitch, you can't intimidate me, bitch. That's what you can't do. And I don't give a fuck. See, people be saying they don't give a fuck, but they really give a fuck. Bitch, I don't give a fuck. Cause what you gonna do, bitch? Huh? You gonna send somebody to my house? Huh, bitch? Please do. Please send somebody to my motherfucking house, bitch. I guarantee you it won't be the same outcome like that shit you orchestrated the other day. Bitch, I dare you. Mm-hmm. Cause like I said, my crazy ain't they crazy. Mm-hmm. Bitch, I always running around her. Bitch, you the one need to take your medicine, bitch. Okay? Cause you got life fucked up, bitch. All right, then running back to the police shit and so spiteful and so motherfucking dirty, you demented whore. Who the fuck do you think you are, bitch? Don't ever try to threaten me, bitch. Okay? But what you better not do, bitch, is ever. And I know you will never, cause you a weak ass bitch, get brave enough to send anybody to my door or knock on my motherfucking door, bitch. Okay? Cause I don't motherfucking play like that, cause bitch, I'm a grown woman for real. Okay? Fuck wrong with you? The fuck? Anyway, moving right along. I don't like idle threats. It don't work for me. All this other old childish bullshit at the end of the day, this shit don't work for me. I come out here and I do my motherfucking commentary on it. And bitches can't take my motherfucking commentary. Bitch, it ain't nothing but motherfucking words. Bitch, grow the fuck up. This is not motherfucking high school. Are you hoes for real? Hey, something sweet. I love your community. Wow, something sweet. Fuck is wrong with you bitches? And ain't nobody that motherfucking crazy. So y'all need to be taking this shit offline. Then the first motherfucker, bitch, you in there mentioning your feelings about my words, bitch. What the fuck does that say about you? Huh? Who threatened me, Trey? You didn't read what the person came in here and said? The bitch said, in my bag, says VS said, you're gonna eat your cornbread. Eat, VS can eat my chicken doo-doo. Okay? Bitch, you go out there and take your tongue on the ground and clean up that chicken shit, bitch. Okay? The fuck is wrong with y'all? Don't play with me about my goddamn commentary. Oh, and something else I want to talk about, right? So the Cat Piss Crazy Demon had what's his name? James Cowell up on the panel, right? So they was doing commentary pretty much talking about the Duchess Kelly Love and Ronnie Q situation, right? And then she asked some kind of way they came about to the part to where they were talking about Sean Bradley and VS, and VS was like, well, we could go on, a neutral panel and talk about things of the past. And then VS goes on to ask what is it, James Cowell, if he thinks that it would be a good idea for them to have that type of conversation, right? And James Cowell told her no. He told her the truth. He was like, no, it's just opening up old wounds, right? And they talked a little bit more about it, but clearly what is the real motivation behind her wanting to have that type of conversation? Now, do I think Sean Brady would ever do that? No, I don't. But why even bring it up? Right. She only buddies with Marvel, right, to come at DKL and SB, right? Just like the only reason why Kwani, come to think of it, apologized to James Caldwell is because Sean Bradley was up there with DKL. You see how that worked? That tit for tat shit. It only make you look stupid. And on that note, because she asked, I think that she asked James Caldwell about Kwani's apology. I think, or maybe, but I had heard her hollering and screaming about. She said the only reason why she apologized to James Caldwell, not for the names that she was calling him, the things that she said, because she said she meant all of that. She said she was apologizing for starting this shit, right? But you look like a fool apologizing at all. And James Caldwell was like, well, no, I don't take that apology seriously. Like, why would I? And he kept it a buck about that too. But he was right about them, those two, VS and Sean Bradley, having some kind of peace summit or whatever. That wouldn't be a good idea. Let's rehash old wounds. And she went right to hollering about she, she had some misgivings about him or something about receipts or some kind of old bullshit. Child, that man ain't gonna go for no bullshit like that. I never thought in my wildest imagination that Sean Bradley would agree to do something like that anyway, because I don't think that he would. And I'm not even gonna say he would, because I don't think that he would. No. Drunk as a skunk all weekend. Okay, you got that right. Via seems like she wants to do the interview with Sean, so she can use her receipt. Right. Because she kept referring to her receipts, right? That's what I was thinking too. Which would have instantly restated the mess. Absolutely. Because you know that conversation would be heated, and you know it would end badly. So Sean, in my opinion, he is too smart to walk himself into something like that. Why would he do that? That don't even make no sense. So no, I don't think he would ever do nothing like that. Now, now if there's something like that was to ever happen, I would be like, well, damn, that's a fuck move right there. And I don't see him as being the type of person to fall for some nonsense like that. Like, I just don't see that. And you can tell us there's still some animosity there, because she did keep bringing up the receipts. You're right, Chlorio. I agree with that. There's nothing. And then, why would you even suggest doing some kind of, panel rehashing the past when y'all supposed to done put it to rest? Why would that even be necessary? Like, unless you're trying to set somebody up for some bullshit. Why she not trying to have no reconciliation panel with 5A? Huh? Why she not trying to do that? Why she worried about somebody's motherfucking cornbread, you stupid bitch? And now trying to get back in that. Child, I told you she feels some kind of sense of entitlement over here for whatever the fuck reason. With a stupid ass. With a dirty, disgusting motherfucking ass. Bitch. Don't you threaten me, whore. You got me fucked up, bitch. I will come on here and drag you every day, bitch. And you can do your due diligence on me, bitch. Nothing. If I get on your ass, is going to stop me, bitch. Nothing that you can say. Nothing that you can pull up out of your back. Lies, truth, imaginations, nothing. Whore. Because like I said, I think you're a weak bitch. Not only is you a police caller, you're demented and you're sick, bitch, and you're weak as fuck. Because you can't take nobody motherfucking's words. Okay? When people do that, it shows weakness. If you don't know, if you're an adult, you know how to fight with your motherfucking words, bitch, that means you weak, bitch. Okay? Like I said, these some of the most bothered, unbothered bitches on the planet around here, okay? At the end of the fucking day. That's why I said I don't beef no more. I just come on here and do my motherfucking commentary. Okay? But the shit be so goddamn stupid, it be fucking irritating. Okay? I'm just motherfucking saying. The fuck? I always saying the wrong motherfucking shit. And wanting to justify the fucking sick shit. You know that I tell you one thing, whether you like the Mink Mob chick or not, she told the truth when she was kind of a VS a fucking weirdo. She told the truth about that. And then she called her a sick bitch too. When she was saying that about her, she was telling the motherfucking truth. Now about all that other petty stuff them bitches got going on, I really don't give a fuck about that. But when she called that bitch weird and she don't know how to let nothing go, she told the truth about that shit. She sure the fuck did. Bitch still around her being behind the scenes. Did she say she didn't do that shit no more? Well, that fight shit is proof of that. That's proof of that. And the way you coming at that, and don't nobody give a fuck at the end of the day about in the beef sector. Nobody don't give a fuck at the end of the day how many times you go back and forth with Mink Mob. The issue is, bitch, why you scared to go back and forth with 5A, bitch? Okay? Because she willing to give you that smoke equally. The Mink Mob chick, I really don't think she's mentally strong enough. But why you ain't coming head to head with 5A? Why you taking her directly to court? You bully bitch. You will want to be bullied. That's what you want to be, bitch, but you weak as fuck. That's what you fuck you are, bitch. Don't ever come out here trying to threaten me, whore. I don't know who the fuck you think you is, bitch. Because no matter what you say, bitch, you ain't gonna get nothing but cuss fat whore. And you ain't never sending nobody to my motherfucking house, bitch. I wish you would. The fuck? Put my motherfucking family in any kind of goddamn harm's way, bitch. I wish you would. Now, can we talk about that shit? Now let's tell the truth about that. Uh-huh. Motherfuckers always run around with all this goddamn mouth, doing all this goddamn gun popping, and really ain't gonna do a motherfucking thing at all. But bitch, I wish you would, bitch. Now, the fuck is wrong with people? Shit is weird to me. She tried to bully everybody. Ain't changed one motherfucking bit. Still motherfucking soft and sensitive and can't take nobody motherfucking words. Okay? Weird. Mm-hmm. The fuck do you think you are? See, this how this shit started happening a long time ago, all them years ago, between me and this bitch. Mm-hmm. But the fact that you came out here this time, bitch, and I really wasn't saying nothing about you at all, and you try to soft dox me with some old ass motherfucking incorrect ass information, bitch. That's when I saw that, oh, this bitch ain't changed. I don't give a fuck how many Christian songs she come out here and how many times she play in the face of Jesus and all of this and all, and what fake apologies she give off and all of this and all that. The real you still seeps out, bitch. You let it seep out real good. You wouldn't even try to hide it with the Meek Mob situation. But you felt like you can bully that girl. That's why you did her like that. That's why all of them did her like that. Like I said, I don't know nothing about neither one of them. Now I have heard that Meek Mob. She sound like she ain't out there. She sound like I don't trust nobody that be stuttering and talking real fast and all this and all that, because they're saying you lying to me, right? But in this situation, that was a whole setup. That was a whole setup because a bitch was touched in the spirit. Because the girl came out here talking about some shit that happened 3 years ago. That if you didn't do that shit 3 years ago in the first place, bitch, it wouldn't have been nothing to talk about 3 years later. Because see, sometimes, bitch, if you don't start no shit, it won't be no shit, bitch. And what you should have got done was take your ass to that motherfucking IHOP in the first place, bitch. But like you said, could nobody have stopped you from doing that? Okay. And now you still get mad about it? Now you want to manifest that into the Meek Mob chick's life? Because you're not bothered, but you're real bothered, bitch. To the point to where you're going to manipulate some other chick? And the other chick going to be dumb enough to allow herself to be manipulated? And can we talk about that guy's name, Mahaya? I really like that name. That's going to be a cute name for a girl, won't it? Mahaya. That's a cute name for a little girl. I mean, I don't know. I like the name. I'm talking about just the name. That sounds so cute, Mahaya. I was like, wow, I really like that name. I would have loved that to be the name of one of my nieces when they was, when I was naming them. Mahaya. I like that. I had never heard that before. What does that mean? Does anybody know what that means? I like that. But anyway, that was just on the side note. Because that name kept popping in my head. I had never heard that name before. That was pretty to me. But anyway, that's what I got to say about this whole debacle. It's a city in Texas. Is it a city in Texas? What does it mean? I'm gonna have to try to figure out what it means. It's got to mean something. But I think it's a pretty name for a girl. Mm-hmm. Oh, and speaking of Texas, EJ, before I get off of here, did you hear about that mall shooting that happened over the weekend? That was horrific. I saw this interview with this man that said his son was working in the mall and he went in trying to help or whatever, and he rolled this lady over. She had been shot, and her little boy was up under her, covered with head to toe with blood, but he was all right. So that means she shielded her baby from the gunshots. It means happiness. Oh wow, thanks, Peach Fuzz. I like that name. No wonder I like it so much. It means happiness. Mahaya. I like that. It just rolls off my tongue real, you know. It sounded happy rolling off my tongue or something. I don't know. I like that. I like that name. But yeah, that was so horrific when that man was doing the interview, telling us what happened at that mall in Texas. I was like, oh my God. People are losing their mind in real time around here. You know that's why y'all gotta be careful. Pulling up to somebody's house, you don't really know how the outcome. And scary people will kill you. Okay? So evidently they thinking that meat mob chick is real soft and whatever, right? But a scared person will kill you simply because they are afraid. So you have to be careful about stuff like that. While you roll it up to somebody's house, roll up to my house, first you're gonna see is a big ass 200-pound Rottweiler. Now, if you get past that dog, then you're really gonna have a problem. But that's the first thing you're gonna see coming on my property. But anyway, I guess that's all I got. I can't think of nothing else that I want to talk about. I got sidetracked by these people coming in here trying to defend the cat piss crazy demon, right? But this is just my commentary. These are just my. I don't know why they always take my commentary personally. It is just simply my commentary. Lord, karma, drama. Who is that? Who is that, Unbought? That Lord, is he from over there in that sector where the Mahaya person is? Someone plowed their truck into some. Yes, I seen that too. I was like, oh my God. You know why all of this stuff is going on? It's because in the Bible it's saying in the last days, man will have no more natural affinity to man. Okay? And what that means is that you have no more, like, people have become so disconnected spiritually and mentally, energy wise, via this world wide web. Oh, let me read this. Hi, Miss O. Did you see the Tennessee kid who pepper sprayed the? No, I didn't hear about. I didn't see that straight from the guy. I didn't even hear about that. I just saw 67 man. Child. Oh, you mean in that Texas shoot? It was just so sad. Couldn't have been my head. Yeah, I'm not there. No, I'm not. No. But like I said, sweet Lord, my crazy is not they crazy. Nope, not at all. I wish a motherfucker would, and I'm not playing. See, shit like that happened to that. What happened to that Mink Mob shit? Shit like that don't happen to me. Okay? That shit don't happen in my world. Because I'm not playing with none of these bitches. I'm not playing with nobody on the motherfucking planet. Because I have a right to defend my motherfucking property as well as myself and anybody in my home. So you can say any motherfucking thing you want to say. That's why I say my crazy is not they crazy. Because, bitch, unless you in motherfucking front of me, bitch, you can do whatever the fuck and say you want to do whatever the fuck. You can say anything you want to say, bitch, because that's your problem. That's a you problem. That's not a me problem. It becomes a me problem when you are in my presence. It then becomes a me problem. Okay? So until then, okay, it is what I be whatever the fuck you want me to be. That is not a me problem. That is a you problem. That is coming out of your mouth. But you're overstepping when you get to the point where you feel like you could be in my presence. Then it's a me problem. But until then, I don't give a fuck about this shit. I don't care. So you know you get it, yeah. Then you know exactly what I mean by that. Sure do. My crazy ain't they crazy, and I mean that shit. But anyway, I thought that was so sad about that shooting, as well as those people that got mowed down. Meek had a hammer, but Cooling whooped. Well, she should have used it. Like I said earlier, I guess you didn't hear it because we rehashing this same comment. When they told me she had a hammer in the chat, I said that it's unfortunate that she didn't bust a bitch in the head to the white meat if she in fact had a hammer, because that is what she should have done. She should have busted her in the head to the white meat. Okay? That's what she should have done. And the fact that she didn't do that is unfortunate. What else you want me to say about it? Huh? The fuck? Anyway, the whole thing, yeah, people not having no natural affinity to anybody is the reason why a lot of this stuff, yeah, well now Lexicon, I want to see the video too, but they said they didn't have no actual footage of the actual fight because they dropped the phones or something. I know that's right, Sweet Love. So we really, just whatever. Like they both sound weak for doing it in the first place. Whatever. It ain't nothing to brag about. All right, because it never should happen. It's ridiculous. We are adults at the end of the fucking day. You know. That's why I don't play these fucking kid games, because we are adults. I'm a grown ass motherfucking woman, and I'm gonna protect myself as well as my property and my loved ones in the way in which a grown adult is supposed to. Period. What do you think of them being guided by men to fight? I talked about that as well. You're gonna have to roll back the video about people getting sent out, but at the end of the day, that nobody had a gun to their head and asked them to do any of this. But if you're an adult and you allow yourself to be sent out by anybody, be it man or woman, okay, because of some kind of ego or fake bravado or feeling that you have to prove yourself to people that you don't even know, it's unfortunate for you, because at the end of the day, you're responsible for your own actions. Okay. At the end of the day. But if you are so gullible that you will allow yourself to be sent out like that, then yeah, it's unfortunate. That's what I think about that. That's what I think about that. These are not children. These are adults with children. That pull up fight was so dumb on both parts. That's right. Is someone going to get, someone is going to get physically hurt eventually one day with these poor decisions for a click and a view. You're absolutely right, View. I can't believe that they be acting like that for real. Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? That don't make no damn, like, you don't even care about your own self. And if you don't care about your own self, it's one thing, right? But if you have children, you should think about your children first. Because what are your kids going to do without you? Do you even give a fuck? That's what I want to know. Which one is 43, the cooling chick? Because that mink mob, that girl, she don't look like she's 43 at all. It was her dropping off her kids to go drive and fight someone for me. Child, yeah, I heard that the cooling chick did that, right? You're going to drop off your babies to go fight somebody? Really? And you bragging about that bullshit? Ugh. I can't wrap my brain around any of it. And like I said, I was grossed out on so many levels about so many different parts and characters in the conversation. That's how y'all got this video today. I'm like, girl. Or is she 39? She don't look like it. You go, girl. And 43. So the cooling chick is 43 with 4 kids, or the mink mob is the chick with 43 and 4 kids? Which one of them? But they that old, 39 and 43, and acting like that? Don't y'all bones hurt? Like, what the fuck? They both was 2 weak bees, period. Because neither one did. What? Not only did neither one of them really do ish, they weak in the brain, first of all. That's where they're weak at. Because strength is in your brain. Like, why would you, like, do that as an adult? Mink has also. Mink 39, Cooling 43. Yeah. 39 and 43. Really? Okay. Well, is it a case of arrested development on all of their parts or something? Is that what's going on here? Because I also put up on an older woman with cancers has to fight her. Well, like I said, is this arrested development or something? Like I seem to be taking sides, so I'm not taking sides. The whole situation is dumb to me. All the moving parts is dumb because they're adults. Okay? Who gonna pick up your babies? You right about that, EJ? Clearly they're not thinking about their children first. Why would you be acting like that? Like, how are you raising your children? Yeah, I thought she was a lot younger too. The bitch roll up on you and you say, I felt like she was my sister. Oh, she wrote up on the girl and she said she felt like she was her sister? Do what? I don't know none of them people. I don't know nobody online to like them or dislike them. You know, I like and dislike characters, but I don't know anybody to be invested enough to say whether I like them or not. And this is the first time I was really talking about these people. And it's only in the context of this fight because I don't follow either of them, to be quite honest with you. So, okay. That's not my cup of tea. It's not my thing. You know, people thought I was trolling, but I was being so serious. He just said, I was in the chat telling them that they are too old. And need to sit down to brunch instead of fight. Right. We are too old for this mess. You're absolutely right. They thought you was trolling. Why they think you was trolling? Because yeah, absolutely. Like, why would you like actually put your hands, let alone your mouth on, drive to somebody? Girl, how do you even have time to do that? But I mean, like, you got to consider the source. That's kind of what's going on around here, you know. And if they put it out there, folks is gonna talk about it and analyze it. So why get mad at me for my commentary? Okay, so but they gonna be all right. Mm-hmm. Mm. It's unfortunate. And if they thought of themselves as sisters, well, why you gonna roll up to your sister house acting all ignorant like that? That's embarrassing. What about the neighbors? Like, really? Yeah, where do these people live? Like, you don't like. Ugh. What are the neighbors thinking? Or are the neighbors just like you? Like, I'm confused. Oof. Oh, a neighbor broke it up. Oh my God, I would be mortified. Mortified. Do you hear me? Oh my God. They live in Georgia. I don't know how Georgia is, but MO both would have gotten locked up. Child. Georgia's got a stand your ground law, don't it? If I'm not mistaken. So yeah, okay. That's crazy. It just don't make sense to me. I mean, it's good content for some people, but not to me. You know, how y'all gonna let somebody just? Why y'all wanna? Oh, but anyway, that's my commentary, y'all. I guess I get off of here, but I just don't understand. Y'all got to do better. It's just like, you know, part of the reason why we got so much gun violence in this country, in my opinion, is people being copycats, right? So is that kind of the same situation that's going on in the beef sector now? You want to copycat an incident? So y'all want a copycat of the IHOP situation? Is that what that was for the other day? You know what I mean? Because every time we hear about one of these homegrown terroristic shootings, it's a copycat. You know. So I kind of liken that to that type of situation. Got a whole lot of copycatting going on around here, and y'all really need to step back and walk away from your device. Step back slowly if you're going to think you have to pull up to somebody's home or involved. Just ridiculous. The whole scenario, the whole thing is ridiculous. Like, for real. It ain't got to be all that about some damn words. I mean, honestly. And if you don't care enough about you, care about your children. Clearly, y'all are not putting the needs of your children and ahead of the needs of yourself if you're acting like this. Because we all know that children need their mothers. Even in the midst of dysfunction, your children still need you. You should have enough couth about yourself to think about your family. And and what neighborhood do y'all live in where you can just like roll around on the ground with another adult? Ugh. Do y'all neighbors do that too? Like, what's going on? Where y'all live? Cause, baby, no ma'am. That is not acceptable behavior. Like, we shouldn't even be having to have this conversation. Because it's weird. It's weird to me. But to each his own. I hope everybody got out of it what they wanted. And at this point it just is what it is. It's unfortunate. But there are real things going on in this world, and you never know what's on somebody's mind. So, and I gave a good example about that talked about the mall shooting, and we talked about the people that got ran down. Like, you never know what's on somebody's mind, so it's just unfortunate. I don't either, sweetie. I watch, but not for. I don't know no people that live like that, act like that for real. No, ma'am. For a long time, Empress, I thought it was fake. I really thought it was fake until I heard what they were saying back and forth to one another on Kimmy's panel yesterday. I thought it was fake. Like, I really did until I seen that video yesterday. Like I said, when they got up on Kimmy's panel, let me know that no, it wasn't fake. Right, not even young people, 39 to 43. Are you kidding me? Child. That don't make no sense. Like, oh my God. But anyway, I'm glad that it seemed like I would hope that people will learn from this, but unfortunately I doubt it. It'll probably get worse from here. But one day somebody gonna pull up on somebody, and people finally gonna get what they want out of come pulling up on people. Y'all know what I mean by that? So one of these days, somebody it's gonna be caught on tape of the most unfortunate thing that can happen of all, if I can put it that way, because I think that's what they're wanting to happen. They're wanting to see that. And so, yeah, one day they'll get it. I would call the police after I handled the situation. I would. Yeah, absolutely. I would have to. After I handled the situation. Absolutely. Would I ever put my hands on somebody? Nope. Nope, because I don't have to. Nope. It's a no from me. It ain't her fault, Cloud. I mean, it bothers me when people come in late, and you comment on questions that I already done talked about it. Because I don't like to have to go back and repeat myself. It's sad but entertaining. Thank God it could and would never be my world. I know that's right. Yeah, I watch it. I comment on it. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. You see a lot of things that you wouldn't see on your everyday life on here. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, a lot of it is very entertaining, but it's also unfortunate at the same damn time. Okay, but it is a learning lesson for people that are willing to get a lesson out of any situation. It is a very good learning lesson. So it's worthy of being talked about. That's why I don't mind doing commentary on it. Then they turn around and get get mad because I'm turning their debacle into commentary and using it as a means of a life lesson. You see what I'm saying? That's what the deal is with that. So yeah, but I thought it was fake too. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. 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 Well, Cloreal, it seems like you feel away because you got told off. I don't even think you got told off. I just asked you, I was irritated, like, why? I've already talked about this, and then you won't even let it go, girl. Let it go. It's okay. Okay. I don't know. I'm online. See, there go another question. Did she go see and let me know? I don't know. How am I supposed to know? I'm online. Dang. Anyway, y'all. Uh. Whew, moving right along. I hope you guys have a wonderful week. I plan on having a wonderful, very busy week. Um. I guess that's all I got. I might as well get out of here. hmm And so, yeah. Oh, you just messing with me, Gloria? Oh, okay, girl. Moving right along. Hope you guys enjoyed this commentary. Um, she said she did. Yeah, I know I didn't say she made a post about me. That is not what I said. But anyway, moving right along. Enjoy the rest of your week. I know I will. Ain't no telling when I'll pop back up. I've got some things to do this week, but that don't mean I'm not gonna do no more commentary. It just mean I got some things to do this week. Um, and I guess we're gonna have to see what I guess the next thing that people are waiting on is court papers. I'm assuming maybe or whatever, because it sounds like the VS chick is trying to talk Cooling into going to court, or filing, I guess, charges on her or whatever. You know what I mean? And so I guess we're gonna have to see what comes of that, which don't make no sense to me. Uh, but I guess time will tell. Time will tell, child. Time will tell. Hey, J. True. Time will tell. But anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. If you came in late, please red ball it back. Please be part of the replay gang. So if you came in late and asked a question, that if you have a question about my commentary, if you start at the beginning of the video, you will see that I have probably already addressed that issue. Do you see what I'm saying? So you guys be part of the replay gang. That is what the replay gang is for. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, that's just how it is. You know, that's just how it is. And so I'm gonna get out here. I'm gonna talk to you guys later. You guys be safe. Y'all, please be careful when you're going into these stores, and cause we got an epidemic of homegrown terrorism that's going on, and that's real right there. Hey, Miss Philadelphia, we have a homegrown terrorism problem going on, you know. And part of the reason why, in my opinion, that there is so much rampant homegrown terrorism is simply because of white supremacy racism. Okay? These fools done lost their mind. All right? That is why you see a lot of this stuff going on right now. Thank you, Miss Philadelphia, for being part of the replay gang, love. And that's just some real stuff right there. Because there is some really for real stuff going on in this world. Every time you turn around, I saw they were talking about it the other day before this last shooting. There had been 199 shootings in this country, and the year has just started. It's not even the middle of the year yet, and there have been more shootings than days in this year. And then it turned around and had the one Saturday, which made it even 200. And we're only in May, the beginning of May. And so there is real stuff that's going on in the world. And so for that, that's the reason why I said protect yourselves by any means necessary. You know, Right, Cloud. I wonder why, but that's what's going on. Hmm. That's what's going on. Homegrown terrorism, in my opinion, is what's going on. Uh huh. It's like it's the real live purge going on in this country, like for real, you know. But there are a couple of real conversations that we could have, like on immigration and gun control and a whole lot of stuff, you know. But I'll just save that for those in my world. And just come over here and do commentary about nonsense. I don't mind. Mm-hmm. But y'all better pay attention to what's going on around you for real, offline. Child, child. Drew people further apart. I will agree with that to some degree, sweet and low. I think I think that it separated people from their humanity on another level because everybody had to be shut in, you know, and a lot of people were shut in by themselves with nothing but like a computer or something is a source to the outside world. And so, you know, that further exacerbated a lot of mental illness and a lot of other things. So yeah, that's yeah, absolutely, sweet and low. I agree with that. Uh-huh. We still dealing with shock waves when it came off the heels of that situation. So yeah, I agree. Mm-hmm. Yep. I would have to agree with that. You have to realize what's going on around you, you know. And so yeah, yeah. If the Sanders gets in, it'll be worse than Orange Face. Oh yeah, absolutely. Sure will, Cloud. You know why? Because he's smarter. He's smarter. Mm-hmm. I agree with that. Mm-hmm. Yep, he's smarter. Yes, it did change a whole lot of people's lives. Yeah. Or even worse still, the Trump descent. Chat. Can you imagine? Oh my God. You know, and it sounded like it's gonna be one or the other this time. Okay. I can't believe I just oh Lord, that's a conversation for another day, Cloud. But I just really don't even like to think about uh what I feel is finna go on in this country. But child, I don't even know if I'm ready to have that conversation with anybody online, to be quite honest with you. You know, but it's just so bad. So bad. You know, white male patriarchy is so destructive to where it's just burning the whole concept around this country. It's burning it to the ground. You know, and it's crazy. It's due to oligarchy, white supremacy, racism, and then at the top tier, the follower of all of that is white male, demented white male patriarchy. You know, but like I said, those are conversations for other days. Carl ain't gonna get me into this conversation. I'm gonna get off here because I don't even want to have to go there. You know, that is a whole nother entire video. But pay attention to what's going on in this world right now. Mm-hmm. That I prefer. Is that right, Peach Fuzz? I know that's right. We have to come back and like talk about it. Like seriously, the closer it gets to the whew, to the elections, the government needs to keep us in a state of panic. Well, yeah, in chaos, so they can do what they do. Uh huh. Right. And paranoia in order to implement their dark views. I agree. I agree with that. I sure do. To go deeper a little bit, is depression in itself just a thought? Yeah, absolutely. You're right about that. I agree with that too, sweet and low. Uh huh. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, like what you're seeing right here is a perfect example. It's a real microscopic look. Honestly, you know, when it comes to this larger conversation. So I agree with that, Chlorio. Yeah. The separation part, the no affinity for natural man part. Yeah. 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 You can see it in a very microscopic way, even over here. So, you know, I know that's right, Sweet and Low. I know that's right. Mm-mm. He's smarter than both of them combined to be a child. Child. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. It's just crazy. And to make it so bad, like I really think a lot of this stuff that's going on right now is orchestrated in the grand scheme of things, you know. And I think really stuff started to change. Well, those are conversations the other day. Let me get out of here. Yeah, you got that right, sweet and low. I know that's right. But y'all have a good day, okay? Um, and I'm gonna talk to you guys later. Be safe, okay? Like on the for real, y'all watch y'all back out there, man. Like learn to check out your surroundings and what's so scary. You can be as safe as you can and check out your surroundings and everything, right? You still don't know when madness is gonna ensue. Like no place, not even in school, is safe anymore. Like you taking a risk when you send your kids to school. That's right, Claude. I'm going to close on that note, but I'm going to read what Claude said. God warned that this is the worst time to have children because Satan has a short period of time. You right about that? You right about that, Claude? Mm-hmm. That's right. Learn to appreciate all of your moments. Don't be so frivolous when it comes to your life. You know, that was kind of what was very interesting to me on a real level about the stuff that we were talking about earlier. Don't be so frivolous with your life because dead is dead. There is no walking back from that. You know what I mean? Especially if you have responsibilities. You know, your children are so, they're your responsibility. Don't be so nonchalant when it comes to your life. You know? Because you knowingly walking into harm's way, and make it so bad. Even when you're going to the grocery store, like to Walmart or somewhere, we are all walking knowingly into harm's way, and we're just trying to live our daily lives, take care of our household chores, going to the doctor. The Atlanta guy went and shot up the medical facility in Atlanta last week. Like just going about your daily life is putting yourself in harm's way. Ain't that crazy? Like on a for real level. You're going about your daily chores. The guy shot up the bank. What was that, in Kentucky or somewhere? Banks, doctor's offices, Walmart, shopping malls, just schools, it's crazy. Just going about your daily life. You can be put in a situation like that. That is crazy. Loneliness during the week, provider. I know that's right, Claude. But yeah, that's just crazy when you think about like all the weird stuff that's going on in this world. You know? Wow. Mm-mm. But anyway, like I said, everybody be careful out there. Watch your back as best you can. Don't take your surroundings for granted. Um, and so yeah, it's just mm-mm-mm. My goodness. I don't know whatever else, and I mean that, and that's just real right there. Like that's crazy when you think about what's going on for real. The surroundings, the things that are really happening to this world. Trying to outdo each other. I agree with that. Yeah, it's just crazy. It's madness. It's more than madness. It's demonic. It's what it is, really. Honestly, it's demonic. It's what it is. That's what it is. It's demonic. That's what's going on. Mhm. Not even in this country, throughout the world. Like you really think you reigning supreme right now. So yeah, it's like mankind ain't even trying to fight back. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Is there any reason why the Bible speaks of a second coming? Because you kind of don't. I don't see any other resolution besides a second coming. Is there any reason with what we see in right now, which is only the tip of the iceberg, that he said he's coming back like a lion this time, not like the lamb? He said no more water but fire next time, because things have elevated to a different level. When you really think about how things is moving and how things are getting worse, why would you come back as a lamb? You have to come back as a lion. You don't have a choice. That's right. That's a good analogy. Stay prayed up and keep your head on a swivel. I heard that. Mm-mm. Lord have mercy. Mm-mm. But anyway, I'm gonna get off of y'all. I ain't gonna start preaching, but when we start talking about real stuff, like I take that stuff seriously, cause that don't make no sense. That is crazy. I feel so bad for young people these days because they can never, there will never be the way we grew up, with they having to worry about all this stuff. You know, the worst thing that we used to worry about when it came to school was getting out of school for the summertime. Couldn't wait till it was summertime coming, right? Now you got to worry about your kid just making it to the day, through the day, and getting home from school without there being some kind of mass school shooting. Ain't that some stuff? That is crazy when you think about that. We used to worry about getting out of school for the summer. These kids got to worry about, making it through the day, being released at 3:30 or 4 o'clock without there being a shooting incident in their school on a daily basis. What does that do to a child's mental health? That is crazy, right? Crazy. Mm-hmm. Lord have mercy. But anyway, it's just something to think about. I just want to close out with something real. We laugh and we kiki and all this and all that, but it's a lot of real stuff going on in this world that really, 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 I mean, like, wow. You know, just wow. It's unfortunate. But y'all be safe as best y'all can. I'm gonna get off of here. I'm gonna talk to you guys later. Love y'all. Stay prayed up. Uh, and we put that. I know that's right. Yeah. And yeah, you're right about that, sweet low. I agree. Yeah, I think about that all the time. Yep, yep. It's crazy. But anyway, I'm gonna talk to you guys later. Love y'all. Bye bye. Thanks for everybody that joined me. Please hit the like button on your way out the door. Please share the video. Be part of the replay gang, and I'm gonna talk to you guys later. Bye bye. Peace.